Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Ayla and the Mirrors. This is a Spanish, not South American, as we have so many South American shows coming out of Brazil and Argentina and things like that. This one is actually from Spain, so I'm not exactly sure where, but as soon as they said Madrid, I was like, okay, this is European Spain. So, yes, I know the world so well. So this is a series. It's from 2024. Each of the episodes are about 36 minutes. At least the pilot here is 36 minutes long. I don't know if every single one of the episodes are that long, but they're around that range. And it's a teen soap. It's a teen soap where it's like 30 episodes. It's only one season so far, and maybe it's the entire series. I have no idea. I only watched one episode. And it's about a girl named Ayla, obviously. And the mirrors, well, we haven't really gotten to that technically in the first episode, but you can pretty much figure out who the mirrors will be, or maybe it's referring to something else completely. I don't know. But Ayla is a spoiled brat. She's played by Violetta Medell, and she wakes up in the morning, dances her way into a new outfit change as a popular song from I don't know the artist. But it's a popular American or maybe Canadian. Like maybe it's not Drake. I don't know. I have no idea. I know that Rihanna song shows up at some point. I recognize Rihanna's voice. I am old, and therefore I do not know uh, young people's music. Yeah, I don't know the pop music very well today. If I do, I get it in a weird remix. So anyway, there's lots of known pop songs in this. It's not just specific to Spain or to just some Disney thing or whatever. It's literally some of today's pop music. And I guess they can use that because one, Disney, two, it's a Spanish show. The rights are probably different. I don't know, but Ayla, literally, dance is a big part of this series. Ayla is a great dancer, and she knows it. And she has her own idea of living her teenage life. She just wants to dance and party and do all the fun things young teenagers get to do when they're impossibly wealthy. Her dad is kind of a buzzkill to her. When we first meet him, he's like, "You're coming with me. We're going on my boat. We're going to hang out." And he's not exactly friendly about it either. He's kind of firm about it. He doesn't beg with her really. He just tells her how it is, and he's a parent, so it's, it's within his prerogative. So they end up at his boat. And I'm going to tell you just enough here that's kind of summarized in this little bio here, but I'm going to tell you enough. I'm not going to tell you the entire story, obviously, because I honestly only know one episode's worth of information. But the hook of this entire story is that she and her dad had this big argument on the boat before it's even left dock, and she doesn't want to go with him. She refuses to go with him, and she makes the mistake of getting off the boat, but without her purse and her phone. And Dad's like, "Well, sorry. Hope you know how to get home because you're gonna have to get on the boat to get your purse and phone." And they're both too stubborn to give anything to each other. And so uh, she gets off the boat and doesn't go back for her stuff. And she's kind of forced to make a long bus ride, take the bus. It's so beneath her. And she ends up at the bus station when she suddenly finds out from seeing the TV in the gift shop that her father's boat was hit by a commercial vessel and sank. And it is believed that he and she are dead. Yeah. So that is unsettling. And immediately she collapses in sadness, goes unconscious. And the next time we suddenly shift to a new place. It's a place called the Forest in English. I forget the term in the term in in Spanish. Uh, but the Bordero? No, no, that's not it. Anyway, we suddenly discover this place where lots of kids are like a foster home, I think, where a lot of kids are, I guess, maybe orphans or they're teenagers and they have all sorts of different interests. By the way, the set design on this, I will say, is colorful. It is just beautifully done. I mean, it's rare that I'm going to make a big deal about teenage soap opera set design, but it's the shading, the colors, everything. Yeah, it looks fantastical. It almost feels a little fantasy based, supernatural kind of thing, but it's not. There's no supernatural element to this series, or is there? No. There's. I'll get to that in a minute if I get to it all. But um, suddenly, we next time we see Ayla, she is in this place. She's being introduced by the staff as their new resident because she has amnesia. She doesn't know where she came from. She knows her name's Ayla. She doesn't know her last name. Even though I'm pretty sure at some point people were watching the news and saw that a guy and his daughter were died in a boating accident. Maybe I looked away at the wrong time and didn't pay attention. They seem like they would have seen, oh, that's that girl that we just admitted into our residence. Anyway, Ayla hasn't lost any of her snobbiness. She's still a brat. She's still just a jerk to everybody she's around because everything is beneath her. She expects, a spa. She expects her own private room, a penthouse, like just everything. And all the kids are just like, yeah, we like churros, and it's cool that we have a place to live, at least until we're 18. Nobody has any pretensions about them, although they really don't like her right off the bat. And there's a good reason. She's just horrible to everybody, including her little roommate, who is super nerdy and super very much about. They're very ecologically sound. They're just there's a whole lots of. It's a hippie's dreamland for teens, let's just say, and adults. Um, But what she discovers pretty quickly is that one thing she has in common is their love of dance. The kids at that it's a school of housing kind of thing, foster care, orphanage, I don't know, is they have a dance squad that they are competing against other squads, other dancers. And while we do not see her teaming up with them, who may be called the Mirrors, I don't know. In the first episode, we don't see that. You can kind of figure that that might be coming. I can't imagine that she'd be going against them. Where is she gonna? I don't know, but it's leading that direction. So if you like music, if you like the whole teenage soap opera drama, and there's a good bit of comedy as well throughout this, there is a relative uh, who makes a special appearance once or twice in the episode. They don't show her face immediately, but you can tell that she is trouble and she is likely pouncing on the opportunity to take advantage of her wealthy relative's death. So, the only other supernatural moment is that at one point, again, in order to really put a focus on music and dance and everything else, there's a sequence that takes place with Ayla. Did I say Arya? No, it's Ayla. At one point, everything sort of drops away, and one person comes into focus, and she doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't understand why is this person singing to her and dancing. It seems that there might be, maybe does she have a special ability to understand people, even though she doesn't want to, through song and dance? Does she make some sort of connection where she can understand what people truly want? I don't know. I don't know if that's the way it is, but that's part of the mystery. and how that presents itself, I imagine, builds throughout the different episodes. If I was structuring this, that's what I would do. So yeah, I imagine that Ayla is going to be a bit more. She's going to grow, make friends, transform into the heroine that we can get behind. Because you can't get behind her as a person at the beginning. The point of this is her transformation in finding friends, in finding community, in finding something greater than herself. And hopefully by the end, things will be made right. We'll see. 30 episodes, and it's 15 hours, about 15 hours ish. But yeah, lots of song and dance. This is definitely not made for me. It's not my kind of entertainment, but it's definitely great dancing, singing. All this, by the way, the singing is done in Spanish. They overdub everything else. They overdub all the conversational dialogue. There's no subtitles. You can turn the subtitles on, I'm sure, but English, if you're just turning it on by default, English dub, except for the music that is performed, and then they put on the subtitles for the lyrics. So you get the original performances that were done in Spanish, but all the dialogue is, and that can always usually be a very difficult transition if the dubbing isn't good, or they have to parse the language in a way that makes it fit with the way the mouths are moving in a different language. So it kind of, it makes some of the dialogue come off kind of clunky. It doesn't do that in this one. I think it comes off pretty well. I think the delivery is well done. It's just lots of attractive people singing and dancing, and for 30 episodes, and hopefully a mystery is solved, and we get to know and love Ayla more by the end of the series. I would hope. If she becomes worse, I mean, part of the charm is just seeing her be a jerk to people, and then everybody just going, "Screw you." But you don't want that. As a viewer, you don't want that. That's only so many people can stay jerks in a show, and then like throughout the entire show, and then still be loved. And it's like Deadpool, but he's still somebody you root for. So anyway, definitely, if you're looking for another teenage soap that wasn't made in America, and we've gotten a lot coming out of South America. Usually they have more supernatural bent to them, but we also, but no, always have to do with music. And hey, why not? If you're gonna entice an audience, a youthful audience, yeah, the hook's going to be either something supernatural or music and dance based, or both. And why not? It's something that they know their audience. So give it a shot. It's something that's new to Disney Plus in 2024. So it's also a comedy. Yes, it is very much a comedy, but it still has dramatic elements to it. So yeah, you get some laughs, you get some music, and yeah, follow along. Definitely check it out if that's your thing. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 135. 135. What do we got here? Oh, okay. We haven't got one of these in a while. This is a classic short, which I am very happy to get after so many movies and documentaries and stuff. Not that this was really long to watch, or the one day before that wasn't very long either, but this is probably just like 7-8 minutes. It's from 1936. This is a Mickey Mouse cartoon. Mickey Mouse Through the Mirror. It feels like we've seen this before. Maybe I saw it as part of another like Wonderful World of Disney kind of thing. I'm not sure. Through the Mirror makes me think of Alice in Wonderland. So we'll see. If this is something we've already watched and I just have it named differently, I'm going to have to come back and pick something else. We'll know in a second. I will know in a minute or two. You'll see it as soon as I say goodbye. So, Mickey Mouse Through the Mirror from 1936 is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.